Cornette was working with us because we were doing the TV. And I'll go on record that I'm the only promoter who never got into a blowout fight with Jim. We got along. He had blowouts at the shows, but whatever. Anyway,
what was your secret? How did you do that?
I don't know, because I know what he liked, and he's a bit of a rock and roller, and I got along with Stacy, and I would take him. He always talks how he hates New York City and hates.
Yeah.
I used to take him to Little Italy to this really good. He would go to see a Broadway show. Stacy, he's full of shit. He embellishes it, but we got along. Anyway, Jim knew by 2009, I'm gonna get out. I can't do this. And so he brought in Gary Juster to try to rip. You know Gary Juster, right?
Yeah, Gary was just a gopher.
Right. And he booked the buildings for WCW.
Right. He did that.
But yeah. He knew people in television.
Right.
And he knew a guy named Joe Koff. Joe Koff worked for this company called Sinclair Broadcasting. Okay. And I'd never heard of them. But I found out in 2010 when I met him that after ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, and I guess PBS, Sinclair had the most affiliates. And we tried to do a deal with Sinclair and to buy. I knew the only thing of value I had was the tape library.
Yeah.
But back then, at that point, the guys that went to TNA, Impact, like Samoa Joe, Punk was value. It was WWE star. We didn't have a lot. Eventually, we did a deal with Sinclair, and the amount of money I got for it is embarrassing, but it stopped me from bleeding in the streets. And Sinclair kept me around as the friendly ambassador. Everybody knew Cary, and I was liked by most of the wrestlers and the fans, and I remained in that role just because I liked being around. And Sinclair, with them, they'd pay for me to get there and pay for my room. If I didn't come, I didn't come. But that ended with Tony Khan, and here I am.
Watch. I said watch. Watch this next video that's coming up on your screen. Remember now, watch it.
That I can't get this shit closed.